Hello and welcome back to Small Talk Big Ideas, where we value communication over perfection. I'm your host, Tuan. Have you ever had a little whisper of an idea in your head? You know, that feeling like there's something you want to create or a problem you want to solve, but it just stays inside because you find it difficult to express it? Well, that's what we are talking about today. I want to tell you a story of how an idea can go from a whisper to real impact. This story is guided by three simple pillars that we at STBI live by. The purpose of this video is to give you, the listener, and my future guests a clear understanding of our core values. At the end of this video, I will share an example that will tie all these ideas together. Now, with that said, let's begin. Let's start with the first pillar. Language is for communications. Imagine your idea, tiny, vulnerable, trying to get out. It needs a voice, but you start to worry. In your mind, you think, what if my English isn't perfect? What if I use the wrong word? What if I sound silly? Many of us have felt that way, especially when speaking in a language that isn't our first. But here's the truth. Language is just a tool for communications. It's like building a house. You don't need a golden hammer to build a strong home. A simple functional hammer will do just fine, as long as it gets the nail in. If someone understands your idea, if your message connects, then you have succeeded. The perfect way doesn't exist. The effective way does. So let that little idea find its voice, no matter how imperfect it may sound at first. Moving to the second pillar, great ideas are developed. Now, your ideas have found its voice, but it's still just a seedling. Many people think great ideas just magically appeared, fully formed, like a flash of lightning. But that's a myth. Great ideas are like plants. They need to be developed and nurtured. They start small, maybe a bit messy, and they definitely have flaws. The magic happens when you start talking about them. Every conversation, every small talk you have is like watering that plant. Someone might suggest a new leaf or point out where it needs more sunlight. You hear your own words, you refine your thoughts, and that little seedling begins to grow stronger, branching out, becoming something much bigger and better than you first imagined. This channel is that watering can, helping your idea grow. Now let's move to the final pillar, the importance of effort. So, your idea has a voice. It's starting to grow, but there's one final crucial step. You have to actually try. This is often the hardest part. I'll be honest, even for me, launching this channel was scary. That little voice of doubt in my head says, what if people don't listen? What if it's not good enough? But I realized something profound. If I don't put in the effort and try to make my idea exist, how can I ask anyone else to do the same? The act of trying or simply taking that first imperfect step is what separates a dream from a reality. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to exist. Your effort, your willingness to just begin is the most powerful thing your idea needs. And it all needs for you to just start, say it out loud, or just write it down. From there, new conversation to grow your idea. So, there you have it. The story of your idea, guided by the three pillars of small talk, big ideas. But sometimes it's easier to understand these ideas when you see them in action. So, before we end this episode, let me share you a story that exemplifies all these characteristics we just discussed. Meet Ryota Iwaoka. You might remember a viral video from a few years ago. A young fan was interviewing his idol, Cristiano Ronaldo. In the video, Ryota was speaking Portuguese, and while many audience were laughing at his attempt, Ronaldo himself was listening intently, respectfully acknowledging every single question. It shows incredible respect from Ronaldo, but it also shows something amazing about Ryota. Ryota, in that moment, perfectly exemplified all three of our pillars. First, he used language to communicate, not for perfection. His Portuguese wasn't flawless, but his message was clear and Ronaldo understood. Second, his idea was developed through trying. The idea of asking his idol question might have been a small whisper, but he nurtured it by preparing and then taking a leap. And finally, he put in the effort and truly tried. Despite the pressure and the laughter, he didn't give up. He stood there, vulnerable, and communicated his questions. That's the spirit of small talk, big ideas. It is about being like Ryota, having the courage to make your own voice matter, even when it's ugly. My hope is that this channel becomes a place where your idea can live out its own amazing stories, just like Ryota make his moment count. And that concludes our episode. Thank you for your time, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.